Joe was gonna say, and just like that, let's start the show. The floor is yours, Tomo. I got you. Y'all finally beat Daniel Jones. There's a lot going on. You got Mark still calling out people, after we done gave y'all half the players, y'all finally needed to beat Daniel Jones. But we got to figure out a question that really started when we were actually doing all of the teams. Because, Joe came out and he was like, well, we got to talk about one of the biggest threats. I still think you said they are the biggest threat to the Kansas City Chiefs. So are they? And this is going to be very simple. My bad. I'm so used to, are they? Did the Bengals prove yesterday that they are the biggest threats to the Chiefs after suffering a 25-26 loss? Some would say it came down to a lot of hot-headedness or maybe just a few plays here and there. But Joe, after that performance yesterday, you still think this?
Yes, 100%. Yes, the Bengals are the toughest matchup for Patrick Mahomes, and it's for two reasons. Number one,
get some help.
Okay, we got a hate in the background. Come on, man, don't get mad at me because we got a tie record with the Commanders. Are they the biggest threat? Yes, Tomo. I said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. They are the biggest threat to the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, Burrow, I saw a stat. They said he could be the first one to beat Mahomes 3 times. I was like, dang. Nobody's never beat Mahomes 3 times. Only, like, okay, cool. So he was on the verge of doing that. Now, when I look at the Bengals versus Patrick Mahomes, it's two things that play into a part of it. All right. Number one, they defensive coordinator. For some reason, when Mahomes played the Bengals, he struggles, even though the Bengals had injuries on the defensive line. So they couldn't really get the pressure they wanted. Hendrickson was in the backfield a lot, though, especially in the second half. But Mahomes struggles against them all the time. I mean, 2 interceptions. Come on now. And one, I saw a stat. It said Mahomes got the most interceptions taken back after a pass interference call, which is crazy. All right. But 2 interceptions, it's not good. I can't. And then one of them was bad. He threw a right. Matter of fact, both of them were bad. He threw a right in front of Travis Kelce. He was a defender right there. Thank you. And the second one, he tried to throw a bomb right for the third quarter, for the fourth quarter to your boy Xavier Worthy. And I forgot the cornerback name that was talking trash earlier that week. Got the interception, backed up what he was saying this whole time. Backed up the talk.
He definitely did.
That's what he definitely did. His name is, I'm going to give him a shout out. Hold on. He's a rookie. His name is Cam Taylor-Britt.
Yep.
Said all he do is run straight. I mean, that's what he do that game. I keep calling him Hollywood. Say, well, he do nothing. And so the defensive coordinator does great against Mahomes all the time. The only time I've seen Mahomes, quote unquote, rattled was against the Bengals in the AFC Championship game. And then the second reason, it's a guy on the other side who can pick apart a defense somewhat like Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is an outstanding quarterback. Outstanding. Jamal Chase had the best game, but Joe Burrow had a really good game. I mean, they were moving the ball downfield like crazy almost every time they got the ball. The reason why they lost that game was an idiotic play by the DB on a pass interference. They had them. The game was over. Pass interference, field goal, game over. So if I'm the Bengals, I'm feeling good because I know from the Bengals, the Chiefs are the last thing. Like the Bengals are the last thing the Chiefs want to see. Because I look at the Ravens. Come on now, they've been owning the Ravens. The Bills, regular season, Bills, you can have it, but he owned them in the playoffs.
That is a fact.
And who else out there? There's nobody else like the Texans. Come on now, who else out there? So Bengals, yes, only team that beat them outside of Tom Brady.
Sure about that?
Thank you, producer. Because I was really gonna say. So you said one. I just want to make sure I got my list right. I was writing it down. You said one reason that you say they still are in your mind is because the defensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because he has the GOAT. Shout out to Carl for saying that. The GOAT, Mahomes, rattled every time they play, right?
Not every time.
Almost every time, just about every time. It's always a close game between them. The Bengals kind of own them up until that playoff game and then today. All right, some people would say that. Now, number 2, you said Joe Burrow because somebody that can pick apart the defense, on the other side of the football. No shout at Josh Allen because you already gave him the shout out that I needed. He can't beat him when it's time to. And then the third one was they only won the game because. Note, you said the defensive coordinator is the reason why they can beat the Chiefs. But there are 2 times when they almost had a chance to beat the Chiefs that there were what? Defensive penalties. So as a defensive coordinator and coming from a guy whose team is known for getting penalties, where's the discipline? Because you already know what it is when you playing this guy. You have to be disciplined because other than that, the roughing the passer caused y'all not to go to the Super Bowl because you would have won that game without the roughing the passer. Then this PI could have gave you more bragging rights because what did that video say? He said, "Who's the best quarterback in the league?" What Jamar say? Technically, I think Jamar sounded like the owner of the Bengals for real when he was like, "Best wide receiver on our team." I'm not gonna say that name. I'm not about to say that name because they're not trying to pay him. So that's just what it is. You all were out there talking trash. The only one that backed it up was Cam because he got the pick. But again, PI, you lose. Chiefs win. And it was in Burrowhead yet again.
No, it wasn't. Oh, yeah, Burrowhead, you're right.
Yeah. It was in the same situation, and you ended up losing the game to almost a similar fashion. So to me, they're still one of the biggest threats. I mean, we see another team that's still trying to get it together outside of my man swinging on people on Monday night. Like, you can't just pop up and swing on people, bro. Like, it's a football game. Like, you ain't in the club. You get what I'm saying? So I see where you coming from with everything you have. I still don't believe it because they're going to find a way to do with this team right here, right there. What can go wrong will go wrong when the Bengals got to play Mahomes.
See, now, biggest threat doesn't mean you're going to beat them. Biggest threat is who has the biggest chance of beating us. It's the Bengals. The Bengals are the team that they fear. Think about this. The Bengals are the only team in the NFL that talk trash before every time they about to play this team. They're the only team. And it's still a close game. That's why I respect them so much. Like, yo, everybody like, oh, you shouldn't do that. You poking the bear. And they come out there and they ball out. They back up what they say. It, like you said, it do be undisciplined football. We saw the late hit on Mahomes in the playoffs, and we just saw the pass interference. So, but if I'm losing because of that, I could walk away and say, yo, we got to be more disciplined. And once again, they beat this team before, not just the regular season like Lamar did one time, Josh Allen does, you know what I mean? Who else beat him in the regular season? The Colts, like Mark said, right?
Yeah.
But in the playoffs, only one team in the AFC that's ever beaten them, too. And it's a GOAT, Tom Brady, and my boy, Joe Burrow.
Well, again, I mean, my only point to combat what you said was stop talking trash. How about you go out there and just win the game? Because every time they go out there and talk trash, a PI or a roughing the passer happens because mentally you knew that you was talking trash, so you can't lose. So now you go out and do something dumb.
I do want to say something, Tomo. And this is on behalf of AJ and Calf, all right? Jamar Chase. I mean, listen, there's a big debate in the chat about who's better between Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase. Jamar ain't looking too good, my buddy. You Justin got paid. You didn't get paid. You got disrespected, which is crazy. We and I agree with you. Terrible organization. But your 2 performances against Christian Gonzalez and McDuffie is not looking too good in both games. After they played the Bengals week 1, people were saying Christian Gonzalez is the best cornerback in the league after that performance.
Christian Gonzalez said it on Twitter.
Oh, he said it?
Remember, he tweeted and said he wasn't about to get his contract on me.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Come on, Jamar, man. Come on, you got us next week. Come on, like you should cook us. You just saw what Mike Evans did to us, and you just saw what your boy Neighbors did. You should cook us. So we'll see.
I see what you did there, Joe.
Who are we, man?
Well, I guess we got to talk about some bystanders.